Best Open on Fox 4. Hey, we need to talk about a couple of big stories this week. That means it's time for the fastest 4 minutes in TV news. Fox 4 with Ben Ferguson. Hey, Ben's on WBAP News Talk Radio, 8:20 a.m. every weekday morning. Ben, good to see you.
Good to be back.
All right, great to have you. Let's start with Texas gun legislation. Texas House and Senate approved open carry in Texas on Friday. Boy, we have come a long way since January when Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said gun legislation isn't a priority, and he didn't have the votes for it to pass anyway. Remember?
Yeah, he got that one wrong, I would say. All I can say is don't mess with Texas. This was a huge victory for the Tea Party and for many other Second Amendment advocates who made it very clear they were going to send people to Austin, that were going to push this through. There had been a lot of controversy over open carry, the way some of the advocates have been advocating for it. I said that some of the people that were doing it in Tarrant County were doing it the wrong way. And most responsible gun owners said the same thing. So ultimately, at the end of the day, this is a big win, I think, for average Texans that love to carry a weapon and protect themselves. And it brings back the whole don't mess with Texas thing to a whole new level.
Yeah, Tarrant County open carry kind of went low profile after they walked around the state legislature with guns. Anyway, Governor Abbott has said he'll sign any legislation that hits his desk. It hit his desk Friday. So what's the holdup? Big ceremony? Might he veto something? Because there has been some law enforcement opposition on campus carry. Is he going to veto any of this stuff?
No, there's no way. It would be quite possibly the dumbest political decision he could ever make in this situation. And his tweet he put out, he said, it passed the House and Senate. Next stop, my pen, which means he's going to sign that. I think there's a lot of people that work for this that want to take a little bit of a victory lap, talk about it, get some press out of it before he signs it. This is a big deal for them, and they want to enjoy it.
Okay, let's talk about Waco.
Yeah.
A hearing tomorrow morning to try to get the only two judges in McLennan County tossed from presiding at these biker bail cases because the claim is they're biased. Even the Waco Tribune editorialized that biker supporters are right to question why 150 people are still in jail on $1 million bond. What is going on down there, Ben?
Look, initially the way that they handled it in Waco, I think everybody agreed was the right way to deal with it. You say to these biker gangs and these thugs that were involved, you are not welcome here, and this is what we will do to you when we find you committing crimes and when you put people's lives at risk. With that being said, holding someone in there and this many for this long with not having a day in court, that seems to be unfair to people that are getting out saying, we may have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's no way we should be set at $1 million here. I'll put it in perspective. Look at the 4 family members that went after their own child and beat her. You talked about at the beginning of the show tonight. They only had a $150,000 bail set on them. So how do you have $1 million for a guy that might have just been eating chicken wings?
Good question.
$1 million. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of cash. And delaying his day in court, I'm sorry. You got to get these people through the system a lot faster. A
lot of that's because that Justice of the Peace did mass hearings, just said, boom, you're all in $1 million. But the judges, these felony judges, Matt Johnson, Ralph Strother, they've got cases, so they do bail hearings only on Fridays.
Yeah.
And they've got them scheduled into middle of July.
Wouldn't you hate to be the guy that's last on the list?
Do they need an independent investigator down there or something to process this?
I think the people that are being held and the other advocates have a very legitimate argument for saying we need something different because this isn't working. And you got to think about the lives that could be ruined that maybe are innocent people. Think about being out of work for this long, not showing up because you're in jail. Think about the families that are being affected by this and the children that are being affected by this. Think about the single parents that are being affected by this with their kids. You've got responsibilities, and when you get in trouble, you shouldn't have your life ruined if they do get it wrong at the state level or at the local level. And I think they got to figure out a faster way to deal with this.
That's what I'm saying. They got to get it right. They got to get it right.
Got to get it right. And look, the bad guys should stay in jail, no doubt. But there could be some people there that might have been innocent.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Dwayne Caraway's signature legislation, bag tax. It goes away. It goes away on Monday. The only reason I think they overturn something like this, start giving money back, is a threat of lawsuit or the threat of losing campaign contributions.
Yeah.
So which one is it?
I think it could be both. But the other thing is, was it not a head scratcher when they said they're going to give the money back to the stores? The stores didn't pay the tax. You and I paid the tax when we bought the stupid bag in the first place. And you know what? We're not Austin. We don't need to keep Dallas weird. They can do that in Austin. I'll take my plastic bag. And the 5 cents, I would like my 5 cents back because I know every store I went to and had to buy a stupid bag.
Dallas was pretty weird today with that bag monster. I don't know if you got that guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that guy, I hope he has his own Twitter account.
Okay, Ben. Thanks. Hey, you can listen to Ben every weekday morning, 8:20 a.m. WBAP. The Ben Ferguson Show, 9 to 11. Follow Ben on Twitter. He's at Ben Ferguson Show. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, man.